right, you ready? Are you ready? We've got these little hips coming up. Ready? Yay! You did it! Your next one, you ready for your next one? There we go. You got it. Alright, we're ready. Alright, side of the head, Mama.
Right.
I'm going over my finger on this one.
Good job! You did it!
Oh, let's see if we can get her to like face Ryan or some of this.
Yay! You did it!
Let's try one more. Alright, and then right here, doing some more in those hip joints.
Ready?
One, two, three.
Yay! You did it! Good job! Yay!
Good job. You ready for a high five?
We're working on it.
Hey guys, it's your girl Rashida here with Jubilee Family Chiropractic, and I just wanted to share some quick tips on how to boost your immunity. When you're shopping for yogurts, look for yogurts that have live or active cultures printed on the label, like Greek yogurt. And also try to stay away from the ones that are already pre-flavored, as they are very high in sugar. Don't worry about the flavor, because when you get home, you can make your own flavor in there with a little fruit or a drizzle of honey. Yogurt can also be a great source of vitamin D. Vitamin D helps regulate the immune system and is thought to boost our body's natural defenses against diseases. So go ahead, pop open that bottle of Activia and throw it back.
It definitely wasn't what I was thinking when I first came in, but knowing that it was like a new generation study kind of is comforting. And then I also mentioned that to my friend. He's like, I want to go to one of those ones that they actually crack you and all that stuff. And then Dr. Lisa was just very informational and like would also teach you what she's doing and stuff like that. So it was kind of nice and comforting.
give you some tips to boost your immune system. Zinc doesn't get as much attention as many other vitamins and minerals, but our bodies need it so that our immune cells can function as intended. Some foods that have some zinc are shellfish, which include crabs, clams, lobsters, and mussels. Did someone say seafood broil?
Hey everyone, it's Dr. Lisa Williams over at Jubilee Family Chiropractic. We're coming to you today giving you some tips on how you can stay in control with your health. There's a lot going around and we've been asked to put out a little bit of content around viruses. And of course, what better virus to talk about than the coronavirus? So what I want to do is just before we dive into this, just a disclaimer and you know, our hearts, they go out to everyone who has been affected by the coronavirus, but they also go out to everyone who has been in fear of the coronavirus. We recognize that there's been a lot of propaganda that's happening that has caused fear in our communities, our homes, and a lot of uncertainty on what to do. But what's the best way to combat fear of any kind? Knowledge, perspective, and of course tools to help give us control back. So without further ado, let's keep in mind that a virus can only attack the body by one of two ways. One of them is if we have an open cut on our body and the virus somehow gets on it, it can get directly into our system and into our bloodstream. That's one way. The other way is through contact with our mucosal membrane. So it's the thin lining that is here in our eyes, nose, into our mouth, and down into our throat, right? So if we can protect these areas or know what to do to keep a virus from coming in contact with these areas, then our chances of contracting any virus goes down absolutely to almost zero, right? So what we can do is we can protect our mucosal membranes, one, by washing our hands. Anytime we come in contact with surfaces, especially surfaces out in public. So you go to the grocery store, you go to your gym, you go and run some errands and do some paperwork at this place or that place. Remember, step into the bathroom, wash your hands with warm water and soap for 20 seconds. That's going to eliminate any viruses you may have come in contact with on those surfaces. It goes back to washing your hands, but avoid touching your face with unwashed hands. Again, we can touch, let's say I've got a surface that has live viruses all over it. I can touch it all I want. I will not get sick. Not until I spread it to any of my mucous membranes, which the most common ones to spread to are your eyes, your nose, and in your mouth. So avoid touching your face, especially during those cold and flu seasons or any pandemics that come our way. Another thing to keep in mind is that viruses, again, another way they come in contact with our mucosal membranes is when we sneeze. The viruses can be in the little tiny droplets that come out naturally when we sneeze, right? A sneeze, before the droplets settle onto whatever surface they're going to settle on, it can affect up to a 6-foot radius around that sneezer. So when we sneeze, whether we feel like we've got symptoms or not, it's always good practice to sneeze into a tissue. And then, especially if we know we are symptomatic, throw that tissue away right away. You can use and keep hand sanitizer with you. Now, make sure that you've got a hand sanitizer that is 60% or more alcohol content, because it's the alcohol in that that actually will kill and keep that virus from being able to be alive reproduce and get into your system. All right, so getting these common questions. Oh no, what happens if all the hand sanitizer is gone from the store? No worries, we've got another video coming on how to make your own. But remember, alcohol is a main content in hand sanitizer. So even if all you have is a bottle of alcohol, great. Take it, cotton ball, you can use it to wipe your surfaces to sanitize your hands. You can use it in all kind of ways, all right? But we're gonna put out a video on how to make your own hand sanitizers and disinfectant wipes. Let's talk surfaces. We can clean our surfaces and we have a lot of control over what kind of live viruses are around our area and in our space. So depending on the virus and depending on what kind of surface it's on, that'll determine how long the virus can stay alive on that surface. It can range anywhere from a couple of hours to up to 12 or 14 days, depending on what and where it is. So what we want to do is every couple of days, take our space and we want to disinfect it. Now, of course, you can do that through disinfecting wipes. You can do that through alcohol wipes. What some of our practice members and some of the members in our community have been asking is there a more natural way that we can also kill viruses without having to be exposed to some of the harsher chemicals like bleach and disinfectant? And the answer is yes, there is. So we've got a lot of great information that will be put down on the links below or emailed out to you if you want. Just put your information down at the bottom and we'll make sure that we get all of this to you. You want to try to avoid close contact with anyone who's sick. And by close contact, what I mean is, remember when I said a sneeze can affect a 6-foot radius? You don't necessarily have to keep 6 feet around from everyone you come in contact with. Imagine going to the grocery store and trying to keep 6 feet away from everyone who's there, right? But when you know someone's symptomatic and sick, maybe don't be so quick to go give them a hug. You can just say hi from afar. You could try to avoid being in contact. Now, many of us are caregivers to those who might be sick, right? So another way to mitigate you contracting that virus is, again, on top of washing your hands, you can wear a face mask if you're a caregiver. But what's even better, an even better step, is the person who is symptomatic and experiencing that virus, they're the one that should wear a mask so that anytime they speak or sneeze or cough, they're not spreading out water droplets with the virus. So that's one thing that the CDC and all of our governmental health facilities want us to know. While a face mask is effective, it's most effective for those that are sick, right? They want us to wear a mask if we are caregivers to someone who is sick, right? But what we're finding is that everybody and their mother are taking and hoarding all of these face masks that it may not need it. So again, let's keep perspective. If you're not sick, if no one in your family is sick, and if no one you're working with and providing care for is sick, then maybe don't steal the face mask at your doctor's office. That's one thing that they'd like every one of us to know. If you're sick, if you're symptomatic, if you're dealing with a cold, a flu, or the coronavirus, stay home. All right, so last but not least, this is what I'm really excited about. We have a lot of people who are starting to realize that overuse of harsh chemicals, that can decrease the immune system itself. Now, I don't want to hate on anyone who loves their Lysol. However, it's a harsh chemical. It's meant to kill the viruses, so of course it's harsh, right? But we've been asked, are there less harsh or more natural ways that are antiviral in nature? And yeah, there are. So essential oils, there are many of those that have antiviral properties. And we've got a great article that we're going to share out. If you want, comment below and ask us to share that. But a great article talks about which ones are antiviral and in what way are they best used. So according to this article, these are the top 6 researched antiviral essential oils out there. All right, ready? 1, bergamot oil. 2, eucalyptus oil. 3, red thyme. 4, cinnamon leaf. 5, tea tree oil, and 6, lemon balm. So if you want the article, it's a great article that goes into which ones are best used for surface cleaning, which ones are best used diffused in the air to be able to kill airborne viruses, and how long it takes to kill the viruses. So many of these will completely eradicate the virus on the surface in less than 10 minutes, which is amazing. Talk about a natural way to do what needs to be done without weakening our immune system. So if you want that article sent to you, just let us know. It's a great article at medicalnewstoday.com. And so I love that they were sharing that out. And we just want to make sure you've got that resource too. All right, so let's recap. No matter what the virus is, no matter if it's been one that we're used to and that we don't even call a virus anymore, no matter if it's a brand new one that's coming around and the news is talking about it, doesn't matter if it has an A, a B, or a C behind it, or if it rhymes with the word corona. Whatever the virus is, there's a lot that we can do to be able to take control of our health, to either not catch the virus or to heal quickly from the virus. So personally, here in the office, we have not discouraged anyone from coming to get adjusted. Because with neurologically based chiropractic, we're seeing that the immune system is boosted from adjustment to adjustment. In some cases, research has shown by 200%, which is huge. Talk about a natural way to take control of your health. Whether you're local to Charlottesville or you are in another state or you're in another country, I strongly recommend that you look into neurologically based chiropractic care so that you can stay healthy and so that your immune system stays as vital and as strong, functioning well as possible. When you pair all of the information that we're giving on how to stay healthy, how to boost your immune system, how to keep your environment around you clean and virus-free, it's going to be extremely hard for a virus to catch up with you. All right, you guys have a great day.
From Jubilee Family Chiropractic, here to give you some tips to boost your immune system. Spinach made our list not just because it's rich in vitamin C, it's also packed with numerous antioxidants and beta-carotene, which may increase the infection-fighting ability of our immune systems. Maybe try to make a spinach salad today.